It was said some time ago that by the year 2025, Nigeria will be the most sought after or desirous country on earth. We still have some few years before that, and we all are just hoping that that saying will live its expectation. Well, let's leave that to fate like we always do here. But if you want to be Nigerian, there are 6 major steps that you need to take. After you follow these steps, you automatically become Nigerian, irrespective of your color, your gender, or your current location. So come with me as I share with you the 6 major attributes that automatically makes you Nigerian. My name is Ojay Aito. Welcome. Number 1 on how to be Nigerian. You must be religious. Yes. First off, you must love God, or some semblance of God at least. Whether it's God or Allah or Shokpano or Shango, you must love some supreme being, and you must always seek ways to appease him, even though you have no full idea of who he is or what it is. You must also always seek to pray a lot. In addition to that prayer, you must also seek ways to never do anything outside of that prayer. That is, you will by yourself do no corresponding actions to help your prayers come through. Critical thinking is a waste of time. As long as you want to see changes in your environment, you only pray and do absolutely nothing else. Prayer is the key. And answers come to prayers, especially when you do it in the 11th hour. Taking responsibility of what is happening in your life or in your environment is totally uncalled for. Number 2 on how to be Nigerian. This one is kind of very, very close to everybody. And it is the fact that you must be corrupt. This is pivotal to our existence as a people. A wise man once told me that the definition of a Nigerian is that person who believes that every person in his country is corrupt except from himself. Well, that simply means that, yes, I'm the only one who's not corrupt in my country. And you too are the only one who's not corrupt in your country. Yes, but all of us together as Nigerian, we're all corrupt. If you want to be Nigerian, you have to be absolutely corrupt. Start from wherever you are right now and grow a resume of corrupt actions. Okay, you see, in Nigeria, a day without corruption, or at least a corrupt motive, is a day wasted. So make sure every single day counts. Find ways and strategies to be corrupt. That is how to be Nigerian. In this part of the world, everyone is corrupt. The only difference is that not everybody are exposed to the same opportunity. Some people have it small, some have it big, some humongous, some ginormous, some unspeakable, some unaccountable. After a while, you realize that there is the voluntary and the involuntary corruption. The voluntary corruption is broken down into the systemic corruption and the asymmetric corruption. The systemic corruption has to do with the things you must do every day in order to become a good citizen. That is, you have to apply the route of being a corrupt person in order to have a good, or just so you can get the basic things of life. Now, the asymmetric or the unrestricted corruption is time-based corruption. It is a kind of platform for corruption where you take all that you can take while you have the time, because very soon the time will be up and someone else will come fill up that space. The next one has to do with the road and road users. It's been an argument for a while which one is deserving of the other, the road or the vehicles. Well, if you ask me, I would say the Nigerian road is meant for chariots and hoofs, not modern vehicles that we do stubbornly manage to ride on these roads. But that aside, there's a third party to this road pandemic in Nigeria, and that's you and me. For you to be Nigerian, you have to disregard all forms of road signs and road rules and regulations. Just drive like a maniac. Everybody does it. Those in government do it. Your leaders and your office holders do it. Even the ordinary man does it. So why not do it and be a full-fledged Nigerian? If anyone on the road overtakes you, all you have to do is overtake them back. And you must do it in record time. If not, they will have a trophy for life, the trophy of having overtaken you. If someone overtakes you, they've overtaken your destiny, they've taken over your birthright, so you must do everything in your power to overtake them back. It doesn't matter that you have different destination from the next person, as long as he overtakes you, reciprocate. All you have to do on that road is to drive until you overtake them. And when you do overtake them, you let them know that you have done so, either by ignoring them or by letting it so obvious and shouting on them. The motto when it comes to driving on Nigerian road is to fill up the space in front of you or beside you, or you can even fill up the space behind you if you want to go all the way in. Road rage is a usual thing in this part of the world, and you must have it. You can't be cool as cucumber on the road. You have to be an idiot to be a full-fledged Nigerian. Number 4 on how to be Nigerian. There is a Nigerian language. Although Nigeria was or is part of the Commonwealth, literally meaning that we speak English for a uniform language, hey, guess what? What we speak in Nigeria is not exactly English. It's an aberration of the English language, which I call Nigerish. Yes. For example, when you live in a place, instead of saying bye-bye, you say, I'm coming, oh. Instead of saying, oh, it's 2 o'clock, you say, ha! 2 o'clock I've knock. When you're sleepy, you say, my sleep is catching me, oh. Let me sleep small. And when you're stuck in traffic, you say, oh boy, there's go-slow everywhere. And when you do need something from someone, you say,
bros, at all, bros.
So if you want to be Nigerian, you have to learn the Nigerian English, or what I call Nigerish. If you can learn that, you're 70% close to being a full-fledged Nigerian, irrespective of what color you are right now, where you currently live, or what gender you currently own. Number 5 on being Nigerian has to do with nothing but time, the Nigerian time. You cannot be a full-fledged Nigerian if you cannot keep to the Nigerian time. Now, the Nigerian time is simply 1 to 2 hours later than the time that is fixed or scheduled for any event whatsoever. Meaning, if you have an event for 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the actual time you should leave your home is exactly 4 p.m. And if the event is for 6 o'clock, the time you should leave your home for that event is about 5:38 or 5:40 or say 10 minutes to 6. Now, if the event happens to be for 8 p.m. in the evening, just go your duvet, your blanket or something, because it's going to be an all-night program. It's all about coming late to events, programs, schedules, meetings that are so important to you. The 6th on how to be Nigerian. Now, this is one of the most easily attained traits of becoming Nigerian, okay? This one is close, more like a next of kin to racism. Yes, it's called tribalism. It's what we do, it's what we exude, it's how we live our lives, and we've been doing so for the past 100 years. Yes. You have to be tribalistic if you want to become Nigerian. And how do you go by this? 1. Being tribalistic, for example, means that if a man from Southeast working in a government parastatal in the Southwest, he cannot attain some certain positions because he's not from the Southwest or from that particular state. Because in the real sense, what good can come out from someone who is not from your region or from your state at the least? And when it comes to marriage, it simply means that as an Igbo man, you cannot allow your daughter get married to a Yoruba man, and vice versa. When it comes to property owning in this part of the world, if, for example, you're a Yoruba landlord, it is unwise of you to give tenantship to an Igbo man. If you do so, that will be the beginning of trouble, of pandemic, of gbege, of wahala in that compound. So all the people that must be in your compound must either come from your state or at least from your region. That's the way it happens in Nigeria. So if you want to become a full-fledged Nigerian, you must be tribalistic, okay? Pick a tribe and stick with it. Be loyal to it. Hate every other people. What good can come out from them when they're not from your state? You can't trust them with anything because they're not of your tribe. They don't speak your language. They don't have the same culture as you do. So the only person who can fill up that space, that position, who you can trust enough to take on that mantle is a person that comes from your state, your mother's village, or the most your region. Outside of these three, they ain't worthy. They cannot do it. They don't have the intellectual capacity to handle such office or such responsibility simply because they are not from your state or your region. So I'm pretty sure that by the time you're done living the 6 awesome traits, you will, in no doubt, be tagged in Nigerian, irrespective of your location, of your color, of your gender. You will be tagged Nigerian, and all you have to do is to write a letter to our embassy in any part of the world, and we will come to look for you and call you our own. We love you the way you are, but we want you to be Nigerian, because by the year 2025, things will become harder than this. To get a Nigerian passport will be so difficult. This is the best time, and these 6 traits will help you become a Nigerian in less than 1 month. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.